Alright, so in this video we want to find the solution to the recurrence relation that's given on the screen, and we're going to do this by an iterative approach. And so I'm just going to start finding the values in the sequence and see if I can come up with a pattern. And so let's see, the first, if n is 1, this means I've got a sub 1 equal to a sub 0 plus n. Of course, this is the case where n is 1. And so what that tells me is that a1 is the previous value, which is given as 1. 1 plus, in this case, n is 1, so I plug 1 in for n. And then I could go to the case where n is 2. Right, so a2 is my previous value a1, which I'm just not going to simplify. I'm just going to leave it as 1 plus 1, and then plus n, which in this case is 2. And then I can go to the case where n is 3. So a3 would be the previous value, which I'm not going to simplify. I'm just going to leave it as 1 plus 1 plus 2, and then plus n, which is 3. And maybe I'll do one more. This is getting a little bit, it's going to get a little hard to read if I go too far, but if I do a4, that's the previous value, which is all this stuff, so I guess I need to use braces. And then plus n, which is 4. Okay, but really, if I come in and if I look at what's changing in each term of the sequence, it's that here I add this new value 2, here I add this new value 3, here I add this new value 4. So really, I could rewrite this second value as 1 plus the sum, 1 plus 2. And I could rewrite this third value as 1. The first 1 is staying the same in each term. So this third value is 1 plus the sum, 1 plus 2 plus 3. And then this fourth value is 1 plus the sum, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. Okay, so what I'm seeing is that I've got 1 plus 1 here, 1 plus, and then 1 plus 2. And so in each term, what I'm looking at here, we could say is the sum of the first n integers. The sum of the first n integers. And that's a common sum that you see in discrete math or in a computer science class. The sum as I goes from 1 to n of I, which is just represented as 1 plus 2 plus up to whatever n is, right? So in this case it's 2, in this case it's 3, in this case it's 4, so on and so forth. We could continue and we would see that pattern. And we have a formula for the sum of the first n integers, and it's worth knowing. That's n times n plus 1 over 2. That shows up a lot. And so if we want to get a general formula in terms of n, we've got this first 1, and then we've got this sum, the sum of the first n integers. In this case n is 2, in this case n is 3, in this case n is 4. In general, it's just n, so the sum of the first n integers is n times n plus 1 over 2. And so that would be the general term in the sequence, or we call that the solution to the recurrence relation.